Now, I don't normally do this, but why not? Let's give it a go. Not many games get my attention like Flinthook has, but it is a part of a rare breed of indie game. And I'm not talking about the genre. Speaking of which, if you are a roguelite enthusiast, you definitely need to check out Flinthook. And just to be clear, that's roguelite with a T, not roguelike with a K. One of the largest differences being the permanent progression one gains in roguelites, often through character upgrades that persist through death. As such, even with a run that ends with a death, you can still feel as though you are making a certain level of progress. But now for the part that hooked me. Oh, that was awful. The gameplay. So, in Flinthook, you play as a space pirate who goes about raiding the randomly generated ships of other space pirates. Your primary goal is to get the special ghost gems that you feed to your magic compass in order to lead you to your ultimate goal, a bounty. The game starts you off with a grappling hook called a quick hook, a plasma pistol, and that's plasma with a B, that aforementioned magic compass, and a belt called the chrono buckle that lets you temporarily slow time. There are also temporary sub-weapons like bombs that you can pick up and use along the way. Now, I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised at just how well your character controls. Although it would have been nice to be able to customize the controls, as you only get 2 different choices for your button layout, but it didn't take me long to get the hang of things. Movement is smooth and responsive, and for me, the quick hook was a joy to use. And believe me, that grappling hook is more than just a gimmick. It is a core part of the gameplay, as you no doubt have seen from the footage playing in the background. And it works really well, and it feels very satisfying to use. While you're off plundering, you can encounter merchants that will sell you things like healing items and temporary power-ups in exchange for the gold you pick up along the way. If your run happens to end in either success or failure, this is where those roguelite elements come into play. The total score of your run is tallied up and converted into experience, which is used to raise your overall account level. When you level up, you unlock a kind of booster pack that contains things like upgrades that you can equip for subsequent runs to help give you an edge. Another thing you can unlock via leveling is additional stock for the black market, which is a vendor that you can only visit between plundering runs. The black market contains additional upgrades that you can purchase with a special currency you can find while you're out plundering. The big draw for the black market is that the purchases you make here are permanent, take effect immediately, and don't need to be equipped. All of this comes together to make a really enjoyable game, but there is even more to be had. Flinthook boasts collectible relics and lore to give you a better understanding of the game's universe, daily and weekly challenges, and collection percentages to let you know just how much you've collected so far, while also giving you an idea of how much farther you have to go. And there is no way I could end this video without talking about Flinthook's art style, music, and level of polish that was put into the game. What grabbed my attention right from the start was the intro video that played before you even got to the title screen. Not many indie titles have one, let alone one that is accompanied by such amazing music. The developers at Tribute Games definitely made the most of their pixel art, from the detailed rooms of the ships you loot, right down to the animations they created for the characters. Your character is actually rather quite expressive if you stop to notice. Now, I know some people are turned off by a pixel-based art style, but if you are a fan of roguelites, you owe it to yourself to at least give Flinthook a try. In fact, I happened to find it when it was on sale for 50% off, and I do not regret my purchase in the slightest. Hashtag not sponsored. I would also like to take this time to mention that I don't really consider this to be a review, as I haven't had the time to play much of the game yet. At the time of writing, I've only played about 2 hours or so of the game, so take that as you will. In that regard, this is more of an impressions video than anything else. Still, I'm sure it's plain to see that Flinthook has really made a good impression on me. Okay, I think I've rambled on long enough that I should probably wrap this up. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Now if you don't mind, I'm gonna go play some more Flinthook before Monster Hunter World comes out, and we'll see you next time.